This is a Colecovision. This is a Colecovision game. And this is a Colecovision controller. Hi YouTube, Mike here. Today's video is all about the Colecovision. A little history. The Colecovision was made by Coleco in the late 70s, early 80s. It was a pretty big video game system at the time. Its main competition was the Mattel Intellivision. And yeah, there's a little history for you. So let me address three main issues with the Colecovision that I found to be problematic. So one, the AV adapter. This is the Colecovision AV adapter. It's sort of like most of the AV adapters at the time for video games. Like the Atari 2600 had one of these, the NES had one of these, and just this connector system, this sucked balls. All right, it was the worst. And playing these games today are a pain in the ass, because you either have to buy a whole new connector on eBay so that you're able to plug it into the standard antenna jack on in the back of your television, have a TV from the late 70s, early 80s, or like me, have an antenna to whatever this connector is, adapter. So basically, if this thing isn't 100% functional, you are effed in the A, because you know what? It will not work, and you will not be able to play or see your games on the television. Just a little side note. Personally, I had to resolder a connection directly into this box, because the original wires were all rusted, broken, ripped apart, you name it. It was very bad. It was very, very bad. So, second issue I'd like to address. Look at this power adapter. Look at that thing. It makes me scared that my whole power surge is gonna fall off the wall. It's crazy. It's mad heavy. It's a big waste of space. I mean, if you can't put it on the last power adapter on the surge protector, you cannot have anything else plugged in. And let's say you didn't have a surge adapter, you're really screwed over, because you're probably not going to have any space to plug in your television or VCR or whatever. You're not going to have any space to plug in any other parts or machinery that you're going to need to operate the Colecovision. And the third and final thing is, look at this controller. It looks like a telephone. Now, I don't really have a problem with it except for the joystick. This thing is stiff as fuck. It is horrible to maneuver with. It is stiff, it is unresponsive. It looks bad. It hurts my finger when I touch it. But luckily, you're able to plug in. Wait, where is it? Well, you're able to plug in a Sega Genesis controller in order to play your games with. So let's pop this motherfucker in and play some Colecovision. Gotta reattach this connector. Sorry about this. Okay. And I'd like to give a shout out to my grandma. Thank you for the new television. The sweet sound of static. So, first we're going to pop in Cosmic Avenger. And we're also going to take our Sega Genesis controller, because I do not want to even try to fidget around with that joystick. Okay. And the Intellivision also had this problem with their controllers. A very irresponsive circular circle thing that you had to play around with in order to move your person or whatever you were playing as. So Colecovision, okay. Universal's Cosmic Avenger. Hit right. Player 1. So there I am on a little ship. This is really hard to take a video and play at the same time. But it's a pretty good game. It's very repetitive. You can't touch the ground or the rockets or anything. And you can just go really fast and bypass everything. You gotta be careful though, because gunshots will follow you. Alright, so I think you see that. Alright, next game up, a family classic. Donkey Kong. You can still see a little bit of it. The sticker got ripped off. This is actually my grandma's. My grandparents bought this in the 80s. And another problem that I'd like to address is that there was a major issue with loading the cartridges. Well, at least one that I'm having. I guess it's due to age, but I mean, it's a pain in the ass to get these cartridges to work. I was pretty lucky to get Cosmic Avenger to work at the first time. See, turn off game, whatever. All right. Oh shoot. Just please work. Yeah, Nintendo's Donkey Kong. And can you believe Nintendo was still a game designer? Isn't that crazy? Wow. Alright, so what can I say? It's Donkey Kong. And this is fun. As long as I'm using my Sega Genesis controller, this game is a blast to play. I think you guys get this. I mean, there's not much to say about this. You know, it's Donkey Kong. It's a great game on the Colecovision. So, overall, the Colecovision was a decent system, except for its large AC adapter, and its terrible controllers. It had a pretty wide range of games, not as big as the NES library, but that was later in time. Its competition was also the Atari 2600, which did way better, and I believe was a more successful and better system. But I mean, the Colecovision, every single video game system is a stepping stone to what we have today, like the Xbox 360 or the Nintendo DSi. And speaking of Nintendo DSi, I actually bought Rayman, the original Rayman, on the virtual store today and downloaded it on my DSi. So much fun. I remember this isn't my original PS1, but I remember as a little kid playing Rayman on my original PS1. So much fun. And it's such a nostalgic moment just turning the game on. It's crazy. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye.